Well, hello.
Hello, my name is Raleigh Flanagan.
So I like to talk about myself, so I decided to make a video instead of making you read a novel. For starters, my birthday is on November 21st, 1998, and for all you astrology fans out there, I am a Scorpio. I was born at St. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and then I moved to Germany and lived there for 3 years with my mom because she's in the Army. And then I moved back to America and I lived in Mount Vernon for a few years until I was in first grade, and then I moved to Gahanna in second grade. And now I'm attending Gahanna Lincoln and I'm a senior. My mom has always done a very fantastic job of making sure I was a spoiled child, even though, she's a single mom working 3 jobs for 2 kids. But, I started out 2 years old doing dancing and I've been doing that since. And then at 5 years old I was in choir and going on since. And then when I was 7 I started soccer and I've been going on since. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be the best at everything. I'm very competitive and ambitious, and
It's just always been that way.
so all the activities I do right now at high school, I'm in the chamber orchestra. I've been playing violin since 4th grade. I'm in the a cappella choir. I'm on the varsity soccer team, and I'm on the varsity pole vaulting team for the track team. I'm also part of National Honor Society, and I'm a lieutenant for the Lioness dance team. And then every Saturday I go to a art class with CCAD professors, and I'm the art post president there. It's called Columbus Art Post, #407, number 407. In the summer I go to fencing camp and horseback camp, and I've been going to horse camp since I was 7, and then fencing camp I only went to for like 1 summer, but it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. I usually pick up things very quickly. I'm a quick learner, but one thing I'm bad at is making food. I feel like you can't really get to know someone unless you know their values, so I'm just going to list off a few. I really enjoy making people feel comfortable because I've always been that person that's been very outspoken, and I kind of just say whatever's on my mind typically. And when people give you a weird look or tell you, you're weird, like I've always felt really uncomfortable with myself after that, so I've always tried to be that person that everyone feels comfortable with, and I always open the conversation to all topics no matter what. Another thing I value in my life is constant progress. I feel like there is no point of life if you're just going to sit around and watch it pass you by, and that's why I multitask all these things. I'm on all these sports teams. I have a job at Marshall's. I used to work out like 9 hours a day in the summer because I have 6 hours of soccer and 3 hours of dance, and then I have to do work in between those. I'm just one of those people that's I have to be moving all the time. So now that I went through the basics, I'm just gonna kind of list off a bunch of random facts about me because why not? My favorite animal is
a buffalo.
My biggest fear in life is not making a difference in the world. A lot of girls like to receive flowers from guys. I'm not really a flower person, but just because I feel like why would you pick something that was beautiful and living and thriving? I'm more of a moss person. Like, I really like moss. If you honestly handed me a pot of moss, I'd be the happiest person ever. My favorite foods are chicken wings, asparagus, sushi, and meatloaf. I have a really good memory. I remember when my brother was born when I was 2.5 years old. I remember the sheets that my mom had on the hospital bed. I remember what she looked like. I remember the knit rainbow blanket I had tucked around me by my grandpa. I still have a pretty good memory today, unless it's taking a test and everything just kind of... What I want to do when I grow up. I would really like to go into filmmaking just because it combines everything that I really like art and music and sports. It really includes anything that you really want to make it, and I think that I could really be a great movie director if I just learned how to film. And I'm kind of on that path right now, but I'm a little distracted with other school activities, so I'm gonna wait till high school's over and then completely go for my dreams there. In my spare time, I love writing poetry and I love organizing. I don't know why, I just find it very relaxing. Also, I have a large rock collection, and I'm not talking about just like gravel rocks. I mean like crystal rocks, and they're not expensive really. Either I find them or someone gives me them, but I'll show you a few. So this is amethyst, and this is rose quartz, and they're pretty well known. I have a bunch of pets. I have one dog named Hurley. He's a Great Pyrenees. I have a cat named Diddle. I have a bunch of fish. I have some hermit crabs, and I have a snake named Bon Voyage, but we call him Bombao. He's a corn snake. I feel like I would really love traveling if my mom would let me, honestly. But as soon as I turn 18, I really plan to travel all around the world as soon as high school's over, and then go on to college, of course. But I've always wanted to go to Wales and Ireland, Australia, Maine, Sweden, Japan, and the Netherlands. I've always admired Amelia Earhart, and not because I'm into flying planes or anything, although I think that would be awesome. I just really admire how she went against what was expected of a woman in that society in that day. Kind of strive to go against the status quo, and I think it's really important to be an individual and be your own person. My pet peeves are when people sniff a lot and don't blow their nose. I also really don't like it when people are loud for no reason. For my future, I'd really like to move to a house in the mountains. I actually have blueprints set up. It's this giant elaborate house. It's beautiful. It's everything my dreams could ever hope for. And I always find myself sketching it when I'm feeling down about the present because it always reminds me I'm working towards something. I want to have 5 cats and 3 to 5 kids. Hopefully I'll get into some kind of art business or music business or filmmaking business. And my brother wants to be an architect, so hopefully he can help me out with building that. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye! Peace, guys. Bye.